Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am doing a tutorial on this look right here. This is a soft eye look with a red lip, basically with a very glowy base. I thought that this look would be perfect for Valentine's Day. I haven't done a tutorial in a very long time and I thought that this is the perfect time to do it. So yeah, if you would like to see how I created this look, then keep on watching. Alright, so I'm gonna start with priming my eyes with a concealer, and today I'm using the Makeup Revolution concealer, Conceal and Define, and I'm gonna start with the shade C2 and see if I need something darker. Then I'm gonna use the C5, but I'm starting with this one because it's quite light and I want it to be a little bit light so that the colors show a little bit more, like that. I think this color is good enough, and I'm gonna go in with my Real Techniques mini sponges. I really like this sponge for underneath my eyes and my lid, so I'm just gonna start to blend everything out. I haven't filmed a tutorial in a very long time. I think I'm just gonna use a little bit more. I want some extra coverage. Now I'm gonna set that in place. So I'm gonna go in with the NYX I Love You So Mochi palette in Slick and Chic. And I'm gonna take this color right here, which is a basic lid shade color, I would say. I'm gonna set everything in place. Gonna remove any creasing that I have. This concealer creases a little bit. Now I want to go in with this color again, but this time I'm gonna put this on my crease instead of everywhere. I want to create a nice and soft look. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing. I don't have something specific on my mind, but I know I want to create a nice soft look. I'm gonna need to take my brush cleanser because my brushes are dirty. Now from the Prism palette again, I'm gonna take the shade Eden right here, which is a very nice pink. Any soft pink will do it. This is quite pigmented, so I'm gonna go in with a small amount and then blend it out. And then if I want more, I'm gonna add more. Okay, and I'm gonna also put that on my crease. I think I'm gonna drag it a little bit. Alright, that's blended well. I'm gonna take the first blending brush that we used and just blend out the edges because I don't want to lose the first color completely. I wanted to have it there just a little bit. This palette is actually one of my favorite palettes. The color story is so beautiful. Blend, blend, blend. Blending never ends. I have the Soft Glam palette, which has some very beautiful shades right here. Also, I have some very beautiful shades right here. I am struggling to choose what I want to use. I don't want to go with something very intense. I'm working with quite a few different shades right here. I just realized that my mic wasn't recording, so fortunately I realized it fast and not at the end of the video. Which shade? Which shade? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try this one, but it's too light, so I've decided I'm going in with the shade Glistering. Now I'm gonna use a glitter primer, this by NYX. I find it very helpful for shimmers because it makes them more intense and also it makes them last longer and not transfer on the lid. So I've been doing it a lot lately. I'm gonna take a very small amount, probably this is enough for both of my eyelids, and then on top I'm gonna go in with my shimmer. And especially those shimmers from this palette are very smooth and not so intense, they're not so glittery, so I find that a glitter primer helps them show a lot more than they would do on their own. It's starting to come together. I'll leave it there for now. Now I really like this beautiful pink right here, but I found it to be a little bit too light to put all over my eyelid, so I think I'm just gonna try to put some on the center of the lid just to see what that does. Yes, it gives us a little bit something, almost like a halo eye. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna take that same brush that we used on the crease and also the color Eden. I just want to intensify the crease because when we applied the lid shade with the finger, it kind of blended away some of the crease shade because the finger is not really precise, and I just want to bring that back a little bit. Maybe I brought it back too much. Putting some more of the glistering shade, and now I'm gonna go again with this beautiful pinkish shade, but that only in the center. And I think I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm just gonna clean my under eyes Okay, so I just did my foundation and my eyebrows off camera just to save some time. And I'm gonna go ahead and use some concealer underneath my eyes. I want them to be a little bit bright, so that's why I'm using a light shade. It's the same shade that I used on my eyelids too. Blend everything out with my sponge. The sponge is so good for underneath the eyes. It's not too small, but it's small enough to fit everywhere. And that brightens up everything and makes everything look so much better. I feel like I need a little bit more coverage. That didn't give me enough. And also, I'm just gonna go ahead and set it very fast because just like I said, this crease is very fast, and I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 10 Fairlight. Gonna press that in there. I'm not baking, I'm just gonna set it. I just want to finish my eyes. I'm gonna be putting some lashes on. The lashes that I'm gonna be using are the iconic London Mini. I really like voluminous lashes. I find that the original ones are very beautiful and I really like the style, but they can be a little bit too long and sometimes that can be a little bit intimidating to go out with them. So what I love about these lashes is that they do have the thickness of the original ones, but they're not as long. So I also have the iconic lights, which are the same length but are a little bit thinner. I like those too, but for me the length is what can be the issue sometimes, not the thickness of them. That's why I do prefer the iconic mini when I don't want my lashes to be too intense. I'm just gonna use a little bit of mascara. This is the Kiko Extra Sculpt Volume Mascara, and I'm just gonna use not too much, just a little bit, so that they have something to grab on. That is enough. Just gonna put them on. Let's try to do this. Yeah, this is not always so easy. Probably should have left the glue, get a little bit more tacky, but it's getting there. And I'm gonna leave it like that for now and move on to the other eye. I think this dried quite a bit now, and I'm gonna go ahead and press my lashes and the falsies together with my fingers first, and as you can see, that made them stick together and they look more well blended and more natural. I'll take my tweezers just to secure them a little bit more, and that's it. Do you see the difference of this one and this one? This looks much better blended than this one. And for this, it is important that the mascara, it's still a little bit wet so that it sticks. I do have a video dedicated to how to put on lashes. If you're interested, I'm gonna link it up here. And now I'm gonna move on to my lower lash line, and just because the color combination made it look a little bit more orange than pink, and I did want to keep it a little bit more pink, I think I'm just gonna go and put some pink in my lower lash line. And for that, I'm gonna take the color Eden and basically do my lower lash line with this. To be fair, this Eden color is not super pink. It has a little bit more orange to it, so it makes it a little bit more wearable and more warm as opposed to a very bright pink. I'm gonna try to connect things together right here. Okay, I felt that it was a little bit too orange, so I did take this color right here, which is called Lure, and it is a muted light purple, and I just put it in my lower lash line, and you can see the difference. This is more warm and this is a little bit more pinky, a little bit more cool toned, and I like it a little bit more. I almost never use a black liner on my waterline, but I do use it on my upper waterline when I'm wearing lashes, because it's gonna make the lashes look that they come from the roots of the eye. I don't know what to say. It makes them blend even better. It's gonna make them look a little bit thicker and longer. You can see the difference between this eye and this eye. By the way, I am using the NYX eye and eyebrow pencil in the shade black. Okay, now I'm gonna put some lower lash mascara, and I'm using the Maybelline Rocket Volume Mascara. I really like this one because it has very short bristles, and I find it perfect for the lower lashes because I don't want them to be too long and too voluminous. I just want them to be barely there. And that's pretty much it for the eyes. Now I'm gonna move on to the face, and I did put foundation as I said, but I haven't set it yet because I do want to go in with some cream products. And the foundation that I used is the LA Girl Pro Coverage Illuminating Foundation in the shade Fair. This is a little bit dark for me, so I had to make it a little bit lighter. I want this look to look very glowy and fresh and not cakey, so that's why I'm gonna put as many glow products as I can. I mean, this foundation is illuminating, it has some glow to it, but now I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is a little bit pricey. I'm using the shade light medium, by the way. So I used it the other day when I first got it to try it, and I was like, this doesn't really give me that much glow for the money that I paid, but the glow that it gives you is so beautiful. I don't know how to describe it. It is so beautiful and natural. It's a very beautiful sheen. It's almost like a glow from within. I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't do much, but the glow that it gives you is very beautiful. So for that reason, I think it was worth paying the price. And it looks a little bit dark, but when you blend it out, it just perfect. It doesn't matter really so much. And also I'm gonna put some here. It's just so beautiful. But of course, I'm not gonna leave it there. I'm also gonna use a highlighter, and this is a ColourPop On The Cusp highlighter. This is a very beautiful cream highlighter. Also, it's gonna contribute to the glow from within effect that we have going on. I don't want to use so much powders because I'm going for that fresh look. That is beautiful. I'm on the bridge of my nose. I think that's enough for highlighter. Now, if you want to take it a step further, you can put a powder highlighter on top of it. It's gonna make it more intense, but I think I'm gonna leave it like this. This foundation stays tacky, so I'm gonna set some of my face with the same powder, but only where I want to apply bronzer. I'm not gonna go over the highlighter we just put, just a little bit here, so I don't want my bronzer to stick to the foundation and apply blotty and patchy. I forgot to put a little bit concealer here to cover my breakouts. Just blend it out, and then I'm gonna set it. And also I'm gonna set my forehead just a little bit. Okay, now I'm going in with my bronzer. I'm gonna use the butter bronzer in the original one. As you can see, I've hit pan on it. And also this bronzer is from those that it doesn't apply too much at once, so that you don't go too heavy with it. On my nose so that it has just a little bit color, not any contouring or anything. I just want to warm it up a little bit, maybe a little bit more here. Yeah, okay, I think that's enough bronzer. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put some blush. Since I'm doing a little bit of a pinkish look, I'm gonna go in and use the Burt's Bees blush in Bare Beach. But this one, no, you know what, I'm not gonna use that one. I'm gonna use Luminoso. This one is more pinky. At the same time, it does have a little bit of warmth to it, so it's not gonna be too pink. That should do it. Okay, before I forget, I'm gonna set my brows in place, and I'm gonna be using the Brow Gal, the gel. This is so good. I've mentioned it many times before. It is just so good. I finally got it back because I ran out of it and it was out of stock, and now I finally purchased it again, and I'm so happy. It's gonna keep the hair in place exactly as we leave it. It's gonna stay all day. I want to put some highlighter in my inner corner, and I'm just gonna go in with On The Cusp highlighter that we used, and just dot some on it, and you can really see the difference. You can either use a nude lip or a gloss or something and call it a day, or you can go in with a red or pinky lip and just spice things up a little bit. That's what I'm gonna be doing because I feel like the eyes are really not that intense, and I do need a little bit more intensity on my lips. That's why I'm gonna be using the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Coral Crush. This is a very beautiful reddish coral. It's not completely red. Oh yes, that is pretty. this is it. I'm just gonna go ahead and set everything in place, and I'm gonna use the Morphe setting mist, and this is gonna make everything look even more luminous and glowy. That's what I like so much about this spray. I can never get enough of this. It's so good. Okay, enough, because I'm gonna start dripping soon. I think we're done here. Alright guys, this is a finished look. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you like this look. I think the eyes are quite simple, but they have a little bit something to them. They're not too simple. And then the coral lips makes everything a little bit more spicy and more, you know, perfect for a night out. Yeah, that is it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, if you like this look. I hope it was helpful. I hope it will give you some ideas. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you again in my next video. Bye!